Good morning, YouTubes. Let's go over a nice little prediction and plays that we went over yesterday. Follow up on exactly what we've seen in the market. So in the last video here, we were looking at a high-low Fibonacci, all long biased early in the morning into a short watch potential around 663. That is what we were looking at. So when we had the start here in this morning, or yesterday morning, we had this beautiful little coil sit down and then just awesome consolidation. Now, generally speaking for me, if we are under the golden pocket, so if we're always using yesterday's high-low, creating the golden pocket for the Fibonacci, we will always look for the opposing move where the price action is in pre-market. So if that price action is under that golden pocket, we look for it to return to the golden pocket, right? So we went long biased all morning until we came up to the 663, and then I wanted to see if we were going to potentially put in a short watch reversal. Now, a couple things appeared a little bit later on during stream that actually made us go full long for the day. So let's talk about it. We ended up finding this beautiful little triple no tag 5 minute. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 candles in a row with no tag GPs. Whenever we see 3 in a row like this, you have a high probability of utilizing the Fibonacci to it, right? So I ended up seeing this guy later, and I said, oh, look at this guy. We're going to turn him ice blue so we can see him. And this is going to be a long potential highest reversal, because we talked in the video about coming all the way up to the pre-market open of this day, okay? That's right here. So this was the highest point I said we wanted to look for a rejection. And if it started to squeeze over 663, we would have to go long and chase down the FOMC fibs. So what did we get? Well, after we found this beautiful little blue fib, we had to cycle down all the way to the 666, all the way back to the 2618 of the ice blue, and then it just hovered around the lower fibs. Okay, that's dangerous because we never had a full recycle all the way back up to the 1618 of the blue or the 100. Okay. So cycle is the first move, recycle is the second. And if you don't come all the way to the 100 or 1618, you still have a very big magnet coming to the upside in the Fibonacci world. So when it did hold the 666, we did have to move up to the 1618 and the 100. So again, that's why we were bullish all morning and then looking for a rejection under the golden pocket. That did not happen. We got a pure force up. So I changed the move till the end of the day, and this is what we put on for our stream, and I said, okay, well, I noticed the moving averages are getting shied, so we can see exponential strength right now in the market, and we call this just regular scam shy manipulation. When the price action can't even come down and hit the 100 EMA, this will be a key for later, and the green or the blue 10 SMA also cannot hit. So the run persists. Now, I work off first tag metrics a lot of the time. So I told my group right here, I said, wow, we just shied the FOMC 3618 on this drive right here. So I said, all right, we got off stream a little after 10. I said, just wait for the 10 SMA to catch up, loop support, and then go along into the 3618. So we had this big push up, and then when it pulled back, I just said long into the 10 SMA, boom, and boom. So we had a very nice move over the prior high. So we broke over the prior high, back tested. That's the gold level right here, right? And then the 10 SMA's first tag. And when we see scummy moves by the market where it just holds it away from a moving average, the price action can never come back down and touch a 10 SMA, 100 EMA. It always gets bought up before it can even touch a moving average. Eventually, the first tag backwards becomes a exponential reason to continue, especially on the moving averages, right? And we have videos on the channel here to explain how to use these moving averages. You can always check that in the live lesson section. Now, that wasn't a huge move off yesterday's highs in completion, but 12 points on ES, not bad at all. And then when we put in the golden, which is the prior day, remember we are trading this day. This is where we get the fibs from. And we had the 1618 magnet as well. So you can perfectly see a break over the golden fib, over the 100, back to, and to the end of the day, 1618. Awesome. Very clean. So what's up for today? Well, as I said earlier, the 100 EMA has been shied if we look at the SPY. So the 100 EMA did not get tagged. We'll go to QQQ. 100 EMA did not get tagged. Ripped out of the gate, nowhere near the 100 EMA. 100 EMA is a very big standard for at least the tag in a single day, okay? So when we see the indices, the ETFs here, not tag that 100 EMA, just runs, and then find some, I don't know, perfect to the penny resistance we have marked off from the fib we already covered back here multiple times. That's cause for alarm, right? So a little relax and consolidation nonsense overnight leads us to believe that the 100 EMA in the green will be a magnet point today. So you're not going to get too far away from the 100 EMA in the pre-market. You're going to get scammed over and over again. So every time the pre-market opened here, ran away, it hit the 100 EMA. Again, pre-market doesn't matter. We're looking for a live tag and live action. So it comes up, 100 EMA, 100 EMA, 100 EMA, 100 EMA. It's just hugging the 100 EMA. It's not going to get too far away from that because the open, the algo is going to drag that price action to SPY or QQQ, and it will hit that 100 EMA near the open. What direction it wants to pick after that is up to us. So with the volatility index now looming, you're going to look for the 100 EMA tag, and you're going to watch the volatility index in VIX at 16, okay? So the last couple of days, we've obviously had accumulation, very lightly, higher lows coming up on the daily, and we said we'd come all the way up to 1630s. Ooh, excuse me. And I even said in the prior video, best case scenario, VIX would be coming down to these gaps. So we called VIX under, right, that open, lower high, lower lows. We said it would come down to these two gaps and then bounce. Well, let's look to the right. Gap 1 hit, gap 2, exact bounce like we said. Perfect. But that run up from 11 a.m. and up on the VIX, did it really do anything? Well, no, not at all. The market does whatever it wants. The indicator fears is just a catalyst we stack together to help us with confluence points. Just because the VIX goes up doesn't mean the market has to, especially in a manipulated algo buy like we've seen driving into all-time highs like this. So even though the VIX worked out perfectly as we anticipated, bounced perfectly where we anticipated, it doesn't mean that's going to affect the market wholly. But we do notice in the long term of the macro, we are still accumulating to that upside. There is brief fears, at all-time highs. So if we go to the daily chart, we are still going to target the break into the 100 EMA daily. The MAC is very bullish. The RSI is getting more bullish. And we are seeing the opportunity still for the opportunity, get this over here, for 18 on this guy, right? So the VIX will be holding these supports. We will get a breakout eventually on Catalyst, and we will be up to 18 very shortly. So we will see the market react eventually to that 18. So for today's trade plan, just to reiterate, the 100 EMA will be tagged. So I don't care if the price action is under the 100 EMA, it will return. I don't care if we're way over, it will return. Just look for the green 100 EMA 5-minute to hit today, and then we're going to pick direction off that. Clean and simple. Catch you on the next.